I gotta grab something real quick over here.
Ah, shit. Bobby. Props. It's not good for me.
Like toast, or you want to make it? Okay.
It's pretty good. It's great for me. I'm like young as shit.
I got a speech here.
Let's go. Joe! Woo!
Hi everyone. I'm Bobby's older brother Joe, and I was honored when Bobby asked me to be his best man. Not because of sweet reason most of you think, but more because of payback. Now I'm not sure how many of you were at my wedding 11 years ago, but can I see a show of hands? Okay, good. All of you raising your hands can attest that Bobby embarrassed me with his speech.
Yeah, Bobby.
Good luck.
So, for those of you who weren't there, I'll sum the speech up for you. It was basically 20 minutes of me doing the running man on a 500-inch TV screen. So my therapist told me I need to talk about it more. I'm sure there's going to be somebody here that I offend tonight. It'll probably be a millennial. But I don't mean to offend you, and if I do, bring it up to Bobby. We will be giving participation awards to everybody, so don't worry about it. That'll shoot away. I want you to keep in mind that the reason Bobby's speech was so good because he's a trained actor. Most of you might not know this, but Bobby was in the movie Return to Me when he showed his skills by hacky sacking with frosted tip hair. To my surprise, Bobby did not win an Academy Award for that role. But I knew right then he was going to give a great best man speech. I'm sure David Duchovny was so impressed with Bobby's range as an actor that he offered him pointers on how to deliver the best man speech.
You did.
I'm not a trained almost Academy Award winning actor like Bobby. I didn't have Mulder in my corner offering advice. But luckily for me, I'm good at one thing, and that's making fun of people. It's my passion. It's the reason I get out of bed every morning. So I'm going to break this speech down to 3 major parts. 1, dating. 2, financial decisions. And 3, marriage and family life. Are you ready? Are you ready? I remember Bobby didn't date anyone for a very long time. Then, one day, out of the blue, he told me he started dating someone. I remember being shocked and asking him who this person was. At first, he hesitated, didn't want to tell me, but then he began to tell me. He said, "This person's Don," and I said, "Stop right there. I know what you're about to tell me, and I've known for a long time that you're gay. And I feel honored that you're going to come out with me tonight." I told him I'm sure you and Don would be happy together. But then, as I sat there, I started to think, man, the gay community's really taking a step backwards with Bobby. His hair always looks horrible. 2, he's a terrible dancer. And 3, he dresses like shit. I mean, how many pairs of camouflage cargo shorts can one adult man wear? I remember shortly after Bobby and Donna began dating, I remember he told me they was gonna move to Vegas. I instantly became excited. Not because Bobby would be closer to my parents, but because Bobby has been told he's special his whole life. And I've seen the movie Rain Man, so I figured we were gonna be rich. To my dismay, I quickly realized Bobby was not card counting special, but more like I can jailbreak your fire stick special. Let's move on to financial decisions. Bobby had always had questionable financial decisions. But the one that sticks out the most to me was the time he decided to move out of my parents' house. Keep in mind, Bobby was living rent-free with my parents at the time, but had a job about 30 minutes away. I remember Bobby scheduling a sit-down with my parents, advising them that he wanted to move out due to the cost being too high. I remember vividly that my dad had that, "Are you out of your effing mind?" look on his face, as Bobby attempted to explain. Bobby went on to tell that during his 30-minute commute, he smokes a lot of cigarettes, causing him to spend a lot more money on gas and cigarettes. He told them if he rented an apartment with friends near work, he wouldn't drive or smoke as much, which would ultimately save him money.
A lot of cigarettes.
I the logic.
A lot of cigarettes.
I like that, man.
I remember being extra happy that day because my parents officially realized how much smarter I was than him. Ultimately, Bobby moved out and quickly realized that there are other expenses other than cigarettes that he didn't even consider. Like electric, cable, gas, water, trash, phone, insurance, and food. So Donna, this is a warning for you to take charge of your finances. Before Bobby gets you to purchase a condo inside the Flamingo so he doesn't have to vape as much. Speaking of vaping, I got a vaping joke like you. I have props, guys.
Need help?
No, I don't need that. I mean, I need help, but not help. Speaking of vaping, have any of you talked to Bobby over the phone the last couple of years? Anyone? Anyone here talked to Bobby on the phone? I swear it sounds like I'm talking to Darth Vader. I'm just waiting for Bobby to tell me my name is Luke and he's my father. This is my parents. I just saw it the other day, so I took it with me. All right, we're going to move on to marriage and family life. Donna, I'm not sure if you've been traveling on a trip with Bobby yet, but you better prepare yourself. Have you? Not a long distance trip?
No.
All right.
We about to Friday.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying this. Just to let you know, Bobby doesn't carry a wallet or a backpack or a carry-on bag. Bobby just carries a pillow in a pillowcase. That's it. I'm not kidding. That pillow has everything that he owns in it. Callie, you were there. I remember when we went to Italy in 2006, we had hours of layovers at the airport. All of us had our backpacks and carry-on luggage, and Bobby had a pillow. At first, I remember thinking he was a genius because he was able to sleep like a baby while the rest of us were sitting there in the chair with our head bobbing. But then it took a weird turn. He literally had everything in that pillowcase. When he went to get food, he would dig for money at the bottom in his pillowcase. Or if he bought something, he needed a credit card, it was at the bottom of the pillowcase. He had his headphones and his iPod at the bottom of that pillowcase. So I started to think how it would look if Bobby when you guys have children and you take a trip, I picture Donna carrying all the carry-on items while Bobby had a pillowcase. Here's what I picture. Donna, are we ready for this trip yet? Little Luke Jr., Bobby Jr. needs to be changed. Do you have anything? Do you have the carry-on to change Bobby Jr.? No? I got it in here.
Diaper wipes.
Yeah.
Diaper wipes. Diapers. And while Donna's changing the diapers, I picture Bobby pulling out a bucket of KFC and eating chicken. So as a wedding gift, I decided to purchase you guys your first luggage set. The gray one is to be checked, and this one's carry-on. Despite all the factual things I just said, I'm honored to be part of your wedding. I love you both and wish you a lifetime of happiness. Cheers. Cheers.
Joe, you went too easy on me.
All right, one more time. Let's put those hands together for Joe, everybody.